And I'm back again. So let's take a look at the greenhouse this time and see all the wonderful things that have taken place here. It's been a few weeks, up to a month maybe, since I made a video about the greenhouse. But this is I wanted to show you what it looks like now. There's been a lot of growth. I've made a couple of changes to the setup here. Um, I brought in all of my flowering loquats inside. It's a Brendenton on the left right here, and it is flowering. And I got this beautiful Premier Loquat with its babies on the bottom. Got 5 Loquat babies, or 6. And I got this. This is a Yehuda Loquat, also flowering. And that in the back is going nuts. It's a Christmas. And this is a Novak. So I got these. I got 5 flowering loquats here. This one I'm expecting to get the most out of it, because since it's the most established, healthiest, most mature tree I have here. And this is the Premier Loquat. But I brought them closer to each other, and I don't know where all the bees and carpenter bees have went. Maybe it's the rain that got them to go away. But usually they're all over this place here, pollinating and cross-pollinating. So I'm expecting a little bit more aggressive production from these trees this time. Now these loquats I had in the ground. If you see my previous videos, I've discussed that, and but I decided to get them out and put them in pots. It's for the past 3 years we had 14, 14, and then 8 degrees in the winter. The fruit won't survive 26, 28 maybe. If it's even windy, it's like probably 30, right? So it hasn't been reasonable as far as loquats, and I planted this one right here exactly at the same time as this one, right? This one was bigger and more mature when I planted it. But look at this. This is about 12 feet tall. And this one is stuck at 5, right? So these guys, they keep getting my lizards. They keep eating them. I don't want them to eat the lizards because those guys are fantastic insect control. Anyways, that's the loquats. Looking great. It's flowering. It's looking very healthy. Gurumichama, last season they flowered. I felt like I saw the fruit develop, and then suddenly everything dropped. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was that sudden heat rise. We went from like the mid 70s to like 90 in a couple of days, and probably the tree got overly stressed. Joey avocado, it's looking good. I haven't seen the flowers out of these yet. They haven't flowered. Got the seed grown black Suriname cherry, Cahola, Longan, Carambola. This is a carambola. Last season it flowered, but I didn't see any fruit development at all this season, which I've noticed a lot of trees do that. You know, they kind of flower in the beginning, like first season flowering. It's probably like fake flowers, right? Like fake fruit or fake flower to fruit development. They won't develop any. But the second season, this one got covered. This is the only variety I have. No cross pollination. It seems to be self-fertile. I haven't seen any insects pollinating these flowers. So they're self-fertile, guys. You don't have to get many, or you don't have to get multiple varieties and cultivars to get fruit out of them. But as you can see, I haven't counted the fruit. I don't know, but it looks like maybe 20. There's just a couple of like areas where there's clusters of fruit, and obviously it has just began doing that, and there's flowers everywhere. So we'll see what happens. The weather has cooled down, and when the weather cools down, you get significantly less active fungi activity, meaning Usually these flowers, they produce some nectar, and I live in a very forest dense humid area, and that fungi likes that, so it gets on the nectar, and these trees, they know exactly what's happening, that there's and infection of mold or fungi on their flowers, and they immediately abort the flower development, just like here. Can you zoom? Can you focus? Hold on, let me put my... Whoa, this phone is not cooperating. You can see it, yeah. So when the weather cools down and the fungi operation gets suppressed, these actually fruit better. But realistically, or ideally, you want to have them grow in somewhat of a what do you call it? Like more of a California weather like temperature, an environment where it's kind of it's not as humid. You know what I mean? It's just nice and dry and breezy, but not too windy, since the flowers are very delicate and they will get damaged and fall off. This beautiful Michaela mango. I haven't seen any flowering or fruit development out of this. It's Mexican cream. We have harvested fruit from this twice, about 12 fruit this year, 3 or 4 fruit last year. It's pretty good. I think this is a watermelon guava here. It was supposed to be something else. It was supposed to be a Pakistani guava, but the guy sent me the wrong thing. Only found out after like 16, 18 months of growth. But you know, not the most desirable fruit, honestly, but maybe because it's a first season fruit. We'll see how the next season, we'll see how it tastes when the fruit matures a little bit more, when the tree matures. Yeah. This Thai red guava here, I haven't gotten it. It flowered like a couple times, just like a couple of flowers here and there, but no fruit development. This white sapote, we got a couple of fruit out of this one, but it's doing its own thing. It's just trying to get established. I probably should have plucked those fruits and give it more energy, but the plant is, you know, since it's in the greenhouse, I'm just gonna get whatever I can get out of these, and not treat them like they're, you know, I don't want them to. I want to treat them like they have to grow as fast as possible here in this greenhouse. Sometimes I just like to see what the fruit tastes like, so I might as well let it do what it wants to do and give me something. This is a Youngins Gold sapote, white sapote. Very large leaves, supposedly large fruit, and I have seen multiple comments about this saying, you know, multiple people saying that this is the best white sapote out there. Yeah, obviously, to everybody has their own opinion about things. Who knows? I haven't tried all of them, and I only tried like a couple of varieties. But Youngins Gold. I got some more of these sapotes here, white sapote seedlings. I'm gonna use to graft and make more trees. I love white sapote. It's incredible. These tropical guavas, they haven't flowered and produced any fruit this season, but I'm pretty sure, or most likely, we're gonna get something out of them next season. These Indian apple bear, or tropical jujube, Ziziphus mauritania. Yes, I'm very excited about this. This one right here had flowered once or twice before previously, and this season I have fruit, and it's actually covered with fruit. There's so many tons of little fruitlings. See, I don't know the variety. It just said Ziziphus mauritania, and it came from Florida. I don't know what to expect from it, but we'll see. This right here, can you get off of that, please? Thank you. Yep. This right here, this is the coconut apple bear. Also, loaded with fruitlings. This right here is a supposedly Indian or a Miss India apple bear. Look at the fruit development, look at the clusters. These were mainly being pollinated by wasps. This is an unknown variety I have grown from seed. So you can go from seed to fruit. Actually, this is not the one I've grown from. This is the one I bought it like a little seedling, very tiny seedling. But you can go seed to fruit in like 1 to 2 years with Ziziphus mortania, the Indian jujubes. Now these also have developed the fruit. Got the fruitlings going on. Yeah, it's got the fruit, so very excited this season to actually taste. Oh, actually, I forgot. I almost forgot. This right there in the back is the rootstock for this Miss India. That little branch in the back. I'm growing it to see what I can get out of it, right? Like I don't know what kind of rootstock the person used, whoever grafted this tree, and I'm interested in seeing. This coconut apple bear right here did not have any seeds, and I'm pretty sure this Miss India doesn't have seeds. I don't know what to expect from this. This might have seeds because the lady that grew it in Florida, I think she has the same tree, and usually these are kind of true to seed. So this I'm expecting seeds out of it, and I'm going to use for propagation and grafting. This right here, I don't know what to expect from it since I don't know what kind of fruit, but it looks like to be the oblong variety. Not the that one is supposed to be like more like a donut shaped variety over there. What else? What else? You got some very exciting little seedlings here. Some grafted plants. Some of them I grew myself from seeds. Some of them I bought. That's the Governor's Plum right here. This one right here is a Cedar Bay cherry, but I don't know if it's going to make it or not. Peanut butter fruit. These are Garcinia intermedia seedlings. Very slow growers. Very slow growers. This is a yellow soursop here. This is, I believe, Barbados cherry, apparently a black variety. This is supposedly a black Suriname cherry, but judging by the leaves, and I know the new growth on the black Suriname because I have somewhat of a matured one over here. The black Suriname cherry has red, very purplish, not purplish, but very dark red new growth. Okay? So that might have been a scam. As far as this one right here, this might have been a scam, but I'm not completely sure. This might be completely different approach to the black Suriname cherry as far as the new growth color. That right there is another variety, like very large round Sapodilla. This was a champa fruit, but it hasn't done very well. And in the back, that's a guava, and hasn't done very well either. The very base of these plants is still green, so I'm kind of keeping them in soil to see what whether I can bring them back to life. It's a beautiful seedling of cinnamon apple. Couple of seedlings in the back right here. This one. And that one in the back there, there's just a dwarf variety of Mami Sapote. This is a Eugenia right here, Eugenia elongata, or Silanoi, something like that. Very nice looking Eugenias. In the back there, with the purplish, red, purplish color new growth, is a Garcinia brasiliensis, like a improved lemon drop mangosteen. And that in the back there is an achacha. I think it's a Garcinia humilis or something. My boy, like this kind of all these Latin words. I don't know why they had to complicate it. Not sure why. Why do they use Latin words for these for the names? You know, is it easier or something? I went around and I've already done a lot of pruning here for these Inonas. Got the red Gaffner and the Lisa Atamoya. They're kind of getting to the point like where I want them to be as far as structure. And Jabota Cobb is there in the back. They're all doing great, putting on some new growth. And look at the madness I have here. I feel like I've got a little nursery going on, huh? A little commercial nursery action. Right here, I have about 6 or 7 varieties of Indian apple. The Ziziphus Mauritania. I'm very excited about. With this one right here, I'm most excited about. Where is it? This one right here. The reason why is because of the shape of the leaves. You see the shape of the leaves? That's unlike any other one I have. It's pointy, it's elongated. Reminds me of the old. So take a look at this. Hold on. It reminds me of the good old Ziziphus Spina Christi in the back. Do you see that? That's the Spina Christi, but that one's roundish. Okay, so this one is more elongated. You see? This is a Ziziphus Spina Christi. This is Ziziphus Mauritania. Very, very similar. I'm not sure what's going on with this Ziziphus Mauritania, but I haven't seen them being elongated like that and pointy with the saw-like edges on those leaves. So we'll see what's going on with this. Hopefully we can get something special out of them. In the back, I got 3 varieties of Ziziphus Spina Christi, with this one being the most interesting. Has larger leaves, more roundish, and I've seen those in the wild in the Middle East, and they were very, very delicious fruit. So I'm hoping that I got exactly that. We'll see what happens. I'm growing them from seed, obviously. Most of these I have to grow from seeds. There's too many restrictions for importing fruit trees and bringing them into the United States. So everything here, mostly I have to do from seed, you know. If not, then just buy it online. If not, then graft them myself. But there are about 7, 8 varieties of Ziziphus Mauritania here, and we'll see if they come up true to the category they were marketed at. This is another one right here. This one I grew myself from seeds from a fruit I bought from Florida, and the fruit was sweet and a little bit sour, a little bit bitter, but it might have been just picked too early. That's why the taste. So I'm not sure what to expect from it, but I was hoping to get something out of this one, out of this fruit right here. It just doesn't seem like it's going to produce fruit. And as you can see, I even moved it over here to give it that extra height. I don't know if you know this, but when these fruit trees get really tall, that's when they start flowering. There's a hormonal change that happens with their sap flow, and they start flowering. I've seen this variety specifically flower in 1 year, maybe like 13 months. And I don't know, they were even younger than this one, and they still flowered. Trying to get these separated, and I don't know what happened here. There you go, that's better. But yeah, when they get taller like that, that's when they start producing flowers and fruit. So I think this is a G866 right here. Sapodilla. And got some more seed-grown papayas for next season. This is the next generation right here. And this is a Babaco papaya. This one, this tall one, there's a couple of them actually. And some pineapple. These are dwarf bananas, dwarf Cavendish bananas, and some other ornamental banana family plants that produce beautiful orange flowers. But so far I have 3 dwarf Cavendish bananas right here in ground, and they will populate this area, all of this. At some point I'm trying to get this entire 8x8 square to be just banana nuts. You just go crazy on the banana action, okay? And I have these dwarf Cavendish. They produce a lot of little banana pups, and all of those in the back. There's about like 10-12 bananas in the backs. They all came from these 3 right here, and I have more. I'm growing. This is a Thai red gooseberry. This is a Guamuchil. This is another Suriname cherry. I grew this one myself from seed. These were hibiscus. I forgot what they're called, but they have a beautiful flower. The flowers you can harvest and boil into tea. It's got really good tea. It's more like a juice, really. If you just add a little bit of sugar, put it in the fridge, very tasty juice. Right here on the bottom, right there, that's a tomatillo. This is a mock orange. In the back there, some more seedlings. That's a Niwa kumquat seedling, and more of that Chinese grapefruit seedlings. This right here is a purple passion fruit, and this is a grandilla passion fruit. And over here is June plum. It's still producing more growth in fruit, still flowering, but these are about to turn yellow soon. They'll be ready for consumption. That's a Thai sweet tamarind over there. Yellow and pink Jamaican cherry. Ooh, nice lightning action. Yeah. And this is the next generation of the next generation of papayas. And over here I got the next generation of papayas. And over here on the right is a little bit of an experiment. I'm growing these banana pups in bigger pots, 10 gallon, 15 gallon, 7 gallon, 5 gallon pots. And this is for next season. Since I have some of my bananas have already started flowering and fruiting, but I don't know, they're probably not gonna make it. We're probably set to have our first freezes in December, maybe early December, mid-December, and I don't know what to expect. If we can stay like in the 30, maybe 32 area, like that'd be great, but I'm probably being unrealistic. We're probably gonna go down in the low 20s, maybe high teens. So what I'm trying to do here, I have, I don't know, 12 different varieties of bananas here. I'm trying to find what's gonna work for me here in this region. That in the back right there, it's about 12 feet tall, is a Brazilian banana. And I got the North Carolina banana and the Colombian banana. There's a bunch of bananas here, and I'm gonna grow them in pots up to a respectful size before I put them out next spring in the ground in a fertile area. And I'm gonna just constantly fertilize them and water them, and we'll see. Maybe I can get them to develop fruit maybe in June or July. That way they have plenty of time to develop and at least get the fruit to the point where I can cut it off the tree or cut the entire tree. I've seen this one video, this one guy on YouTube, he cut the entire tree and put it in an angle like this, right? So all the sugars kind of would go down. Even though the fruit wasn't ripened, the tree was still able to deliver more energy to the fruit rack, and it ripened up in his garage, you know. So that was really impressive. It was really cool to see that. So now I know now it's possible to do something like that. So we'll see. I just need the fruit to get to the point of like maturity, right? Like not full maturity maybe, but just like just before that. So when I cut the trunk off and put them in the garage or something, you know, they'll be able to finish off the task and ripens off the fruit a little bit more. Maybe until like one or a couple of the fruits would turn yellow, and then at that point it'll be more like a successive ripening after that. Right here I have short cycle bananas. I got the blue Java right here, got the blue Java action. In the back right there, this taller one is a California Gold, and I know this one could really work here. This one it's got probably the most potential out of the bunch. I got some Orinoco, I got Dwarf Nemois, I got a couple of more really like sounded like some sort of like a native like a Hawaiian native names, right? I completely forgot what they were called, but these are short cycle bananas, and one of them was the shortest cycle banana out there. I bought a couple of those. I'm gonna put them in the ground and see what I can get out of them after they reach some you know, a good respectful maturity size and in age, and we'll see if we can get some banana in this region of the world where it freezes. But that one in the back, that California Gold, if I can get it up to this one's height right here, about 12 feet tall, before I put it in the ground, and that's, I mean, it's gonna have about 6 months to come up and get to the point of fruiting, and then another 4 months to develop the fruit and maybe ripen the fruit on the trunk before the terrible freezes come around here. So got the blue Java, like I said. There's multiple varieties. We'll see what works next season. I'm very hopeful, and I'm hard working as well. So I feel very positive that I can do something with the banana specifically. Now, if that banana situation doesn't work outside, I still have my backup bananas over there, those Dwarf Cavendish. I know what I can get out of Cavendish fruit, and these, because they're gonna ripen on the actual plant itself, they're gonna be much tastier, more creamy, more dessert-like. So yeah, very excited for growing my own banana, guys. Is we all love eating bananas, and just it's gonna be much better when I grow it myself. It's gonna taste better, and the gratification, you know what I mean, and that feeling, you know, when you grow something and you get to eat from it, it's a wonderful thing. It feels like a blessing, you know, the accomplishment and the success. It's a fantastic thing. But stay tuned for more videos, especially like I know a lot of you guys aren't very familiar with Indian apple, but you know, so many people are missing out on this. It's unbelievable. It makes me sad inside, right? But I can deliver at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you come down, please? Come down. Yes, I'm trying to get these cats off of these seedlings because they're really young, you know. They'll probably mess them up. I can deliver you a review of 5 different varieties of Indian apple, Ziziphus mauritania, tropical jujube, this season hopefully. And we'll sit down, we'll make a video about it, we'll discuss it. It's an incredible fruit, really, like everybody should grow. They're very versatile. There are varieties that are very manageable, and I've seen like professional cultivators, they manage them like they're grapevines, and you can actually do that with some of these Indian varieties. The select cultivars, the way they grow, it's very manageable. But anyways, I'll deliver you the review on that, and many other things hopefully in the future, including 5 different varieties of guava, a couple varieties of sapote, many varieties of citrus, and many more. You know, star fruits, longans, 5 varieties of loquat over there. I'm probably gonna get fruit out of this season, and I have more varieties of loquat in the future. Hopefully everything would flower, and I can sit down with you and compare each and every one of them and tell you the differences and all that, because I have seen people do that online, but I haven't seen people go the distance. I mean, there are collectors all over the place, you know, especially for loquats in Florida and tropical areas as well, and they probably have a lot of knowledge about that. And you know, I just haven't seen enough loquat videos comparing the fruit and all that. And if somebody does that, they would have a couple of fruit on, maybe like 2, maybe I've seen like up to 5, but I have 12, right? So one day I'm gonna put down 12 loquat fruits, and we're gonna talk and rate each and every one of them. My growing approach is very consistent and similar from one tree to the next, you know. So whatever the tree is going to deliver to us is exactly the characteristic of that variety, and without any biases as far as growing methodology. So let's go ahead and get out of here. I don't know if these guys are going to follow or not, but I need them to get the hell out of the greenhouse here. I don't like to keep them here because they're menaces. I got small seedlings here, and they like to break stuff. And see, like that guy over there, he's sitting in a pot, but they knock down these little seedlings over there, and all it takes is just one aggressive knock, and that branch would break in half. But yeah, soon I'm gonna have to cover these panels here because it's gonna get cold. I think Sunday is gonna be 39. Boy, I didn't expect this pour down. Oh man, I might have to wait in the greenhouse a little bit before I go home. Alright, it's time to go home. It's getting wet. That's what the place looks like right now. Look at those massive, ridiculous papayas over there. My God, it's watermelon size, guys. They still haven't ripened yet, but realistically we have like maximum of like 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4 max. What's on my other loquats over there, and miracle fruit. What an incredible, look at the clusters of the fruit. Unbelievable. He's holding hundreds of fruits here. Beautiful tree, still producing new growth and new fruit. Remember that red passion flower? It's already up there and producing flowers now. And this is the end of the video as far as your greenhouse update. And be sure to stay tuned, and I'll see you in another video discussing another topic. So take it easy. I'll see you around.